and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Pryor. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The sack goes to Chris Barnes.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They were able to get comes out of that, but now it's 4th down. We'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. But that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Fields throw here into the hands of Boyd. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now it's Hines. And he's got room. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 34. 31 yards there and a 1st down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Bears now at 2 and 5 to start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come.
Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 31 yards. And the Falcons are able to move back in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Hines. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Off play action, Fields. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
On the set.
Now a handoff up the middle. Pryor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Right, 97.
On 3rd down, Pryor, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd and 9, Fields. He's got him in, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Pryor, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there. Trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
10 cycles.
Back to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Back to throw again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Hines, and he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there, and that leads to a Chicago first down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now it's Fields. Throws the L route, and he's got it complete to Hines. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the gun, Fields. Finds Hines again for the completion. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Fields on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Hines fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hines again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Ready. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Striker, 3-3.
2nd and 9 now. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Pryor. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. McKenzie now to return it. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They run with Hines, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fields now to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hines. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line. Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there. On second down, right back to Hines. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here. It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game. Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline. Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Here we go. Watch out now. 50 Fury. And cycle. Opposite. 3. Ready?
They'll try the left side. Pryor. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game. Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Set, hut.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
From the 29,
Fields able to find Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Here's Fields.
now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Again, Fields.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want...
Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 7.
So time runs out.